Welcome to Emelak Online Tutorial. Now before us is this beautiful question, A-level math in function, and it reads that the function f is defined by f of x equals 3x minus 7 all over x minus 2, where x is an element of real numbers and x not equals to 2. Okay, we are told to find the inverse function of 7. Alright, the first thing we need to do in this problem is to find first the inverse function of x. Then before we now evaluate the inverse function of what? 7. Okay, so how do you go about it? First of all, let's make f of x equals y. So let us say f of x then equals what? Y. So we'll now replace f of x for y. Then make, so okay, let me do that first. So here we have that y then equals 3x minus 7 all over x minus what? 2. Okay, so the next thing we need to do now is to make x the subject of the relation to the equation. So first thing first is let's multiply both sides by the denominator here, which is x minus 2. Okay, and when we multiply both sides, we end up having something like this, that y into x minus 2 then equals 3x minus 7 all over x minus 2 then multiply by x minus 2. So at this point, this will cancel out this. So we are now left with, then if I were to open this bracket here, we have xy minus 2y then equals 3x then minus what? 7. So the next thing we need to do now is to collect like terms. Okay, so here we have xy. Let's bring 3x over to the left hand side. We have xy, and because here it is positive, so as it moves over, crossing the equal sign over to the left hand side becomes negative. So here you have negative 3x or minus 3x as the case may be. So we are left with negative 7y here. I mean 7 rather, negative 7, sorry. So we'll be bringing negative 2y over to the right hand side. So that becomes plus. Here you have plus 2y. So from left hand side there now, let us factor out x. So here you have x. xy divided by x, we are left with y. Minus 3x divided by x, we are left with what? 3. Then the right hand side still remains negative 7 plus what? 2y. So the next thing we need to do here now is to divide by y minus 3. So here you have y minus 3 all over y minus 3. Then this cancel out this. So our x now becomes, let me rearrange it so that it will look more clearer and beautiful. So here you have 2y minus 7 then all over y minus 3. Okay, so now that we've made x the subject of relation now, this now we can now rewrite x to be the inverse function of x. Now becomes, so wherever we now see our y here, we'll replace it with what? X. So here you have 2x minus 7 then all over x minus 3. Alright, so we've now achieved the first phase. Now to find the inverse function of 7, what we just need to do now is to say inverse function of 7. Now wherever you now see x in this equation, or in this fraction rather, now replace it with what? 7. Okay, take note, the original function is this. Okay, so this time around we are now replacing, wherever we see x, we replace it with what? 7. So here you have 2 then 7, okay, minus 7 all over 7 minus 3. Okay, so this becomes, this is 14 minus 7 all over what? 4. So this becomes 14 minus 7, that gives us what? 7. Then all over 4 as the final answer. Thank you. Please don't fail to like, share and subscribe to my channel. This will help this channel to reach a wider audience. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye bye.